Yes. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Come on in here, Facebook. Get our people on here. Hello, everybody. We are so excited to be with you all. We are here live for you tonight. So come on in here. All right. Now, what I want y'all to do, as Facebook is telling everybody in our Facebook timelines of whatever that we are on, I want you all to tag, and share. Because this ain't about just y'all tonight, because y'all got to share this information. Share it up. I want to say this also. Happy Black History Month. Happy
Absolutely.
Black. Yeah. Not the fist. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Hello, everybody. I want you guys to tag, and share. We are live. I'm so excited about what we are about to do tonight. If you have people that's not on Facebook and you're saying, well, we can't see you guys on my people can't come to Facebook, tell them to join us at That's the Word Talk Show on YouTube. That's the Word Talk Show is on YouTube. We're connected to YouTube as well. Hey, Miss Antoinette, be found in the house, Melissa. Antoinette,
Hey, sis.
how you doing, Antoinette? Y'all, we are so excited because we came together. I brought y'all the baddest sisters tonight, babies. We got some bad. we got we got some bad sisters on here tonight. I couldn't do this by myself. I haven't been live for my podcast, which is In the Bliss podcast. I haven't been live in probably a year, but you see me on these Facebook, social media, YouTube, whatever streets with Miss Melissa Jackson, with Faith the Girl.
That's right. Ain't no other way.
Y'all don't be playing with me and Melissa. And then over to the next thing, you'll see me with Kim, or you're probably seeing Kim with her girl Nat on the Two Hilarious Church Girls. But you see me and Kim on here. But that's the word. And yes, it's coming back for people who gonna ask the questions. But yes, we're coming back. But y'all know I don't play with Kim either. But the one y'all Toya every single year at this time, I bring you information to help you do what? To be better, so that you won't be out here just walking around doing nothing.
Right.
So, with your money. So, I got Miss Toya Thame. She's gonna come in later, like in a minute. I'm gonna give her some time, but we just wait for everybody to get up in here. Melissa, Kim, what y'all got something to say to the people tonight while we are waiting?
We're just trying to help you get your life together. And if there's some things that are misaligned, listen, the only way you're going to get better, you're going to be successful, is you got to be aligned. Nothing will ever be successful or rewarding if there's no alignment.
Come on now. There it is. That's it. That is all. We about money, because why people scared of money though, y'all?
He said, why are we scared?
Some people are scared to talk about their money and get the help they need. If you don't, okay, let me say it like this. Some people are ashamed to talk about their money, and that means they don't want to get the assistance they need, so that they will no longer, because some we'll be wrapped up in a mindset like we're doing bad. We're not doing good with our money, not understanding that you are doing well, and that's just a lie. A lie. So that's why we're here tonight with Toya, because Toya is going to get us right. And she's going to make sure, first starting with the taxes, because it's tax season. It is tax season. And y'all, it's been so many laws being changed, and we're going to stay calm. We're going to stay right. I'm not going this way. I almost said something.
Right here.
I gotta, Melissa, Kim, y'all talk.
Right here. Good evening, everyone. We are so happy for you guys to join us tonight as we talk about Kingdom Coins. I know you've heard the prophets say that there is a shift in wealth that is coming up, and we need people like Toya in our life to help us to make sure that we are stewarding it well. So that's why we're here tonight. We need for you guys to stay in alignment with God. Stay in alignment when it comes to your mind, your body, and your money. Amen.
Absolutely. Amen. Amen. So that's what we're here for tonight. And we decided to come in early this year, because we usually come in later. But really, we want to talk tonight to y'all about, we're going to ask Toya some important questions like, what tax laws changing? How can we make sure that we are getting the best deductions. What allowances should you have on your check? Should you do the low allowance or should you do the high allowance? Do I really want to have a refund? Like some people really like, do I need a refund? Kim, I see your face.
Listen, I was going
to let Melissa handle your face.
Like, but you don't talk about April 10th because you feel like
you're not valid. You ain't wait to April. So you see, y'all, but pre-show when we was getting ready,
TurboTax and like they can do their own tax.
Turbo.
Y'all making them rich.
Problem child over here.
What do they say on them shows? We are not responsible for the.
I'm telling them not to wait till April 10th. Like
that's right. That's right, Kim.
Toya said you her problem child, so she.
My mind is shifting. After having a conversation with Toya, my mind is shifting.
Okay. Yes, she is.
I'm gonna download my W-2s tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah. Come on, text you. You better
y'all
see
we already making progress, Yvonne. And we making progress.
Right.
Y'all come on in. This stuff is happening. The shift has already happened.
Yes, hallelujah.
The shift has already happened.
Hallelujah.
Kim got delivered already, y'all. We just too busy. Y'all know what it's funny, Toya, because I'm sitting here, y'all, because we're all in Illinois. Me, Melissa, and Toya, we're in Illinois, and we do our we have state income taxes. We gotta pay taxes throughout the year. It's a lot, but we especially Cook County residents, hallelujah, and so we pay a lot. We pay what we call it, a beverage tax. So look at Kim.
I don't know what that is.
We get taxed on our beverages when we go to the store. It's a tax that we have to. Yes, but Kim's in Florida. They don't have state taxes.
Then praise God.
That shocked me. I did not know that. That really shocked us. So that's why we like everything is different everywhere. But we just had to get Toya up in y'all faces tonight. So y'all, let's get ready to get into this. First and foremost, Toya, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
What's up, everyone? My name is Toya Thames, and I am the owner and founder of Refund Max Tax Services. And I have been doing taxes forever, over 15 years. I think Yvonne's been with me at least half of them years.
Yep. I have about 11, 12 years.
Yes, a long time. So my goal is to educate my clients, to let them know all of the things they need to do in order to make sure if they mess up during the year, because my clients mess up all the time during the year.
How they mess up, Toya?
I don't
know how they mess up.
But if you you file exempt the whole year, doing things like that and not, making sure that you maximizing your, I guess I shouldn't say maximizing, reducing your tax liability, things that you need to do to reduce your tax liability so that you can make sure that you pay less taxes at the end of the year, because that's what it's all about, right? So I educate my clients. I don't just do their taxes. I don't just prepare their taxes. I educate my clients. And that's very important because every year my clients learn something new from me, right? Because every year the tax law changes. So
why do they keep
like I said,
you said why they keep changing them?
That's
one of the things. See, I'm not a tax professional, so I need what Escape calls some understanding.
Why she said what Escape calls some understanding?
I don't understand why they have to keep changing.
We are really scared that we went from taxes to Escape.
Yeah. She's trying to escape. How do you connect
people like me who have no clue what's going on with
this? Is true, y'all. Why do they keep changing Toya?
We need people like Toya.
Well, I mean, that's something that is, so every year, you know, the what you call it, the what's the word am I looking for? Your income goes up. Some of you, but you know, food prices go up.
That does.
So the tax laws have to adjust to that. So so the standard deduction goes up, as you know, every single year. So the standard deduction is going up to adjust to the cost of living. So so yeah. So and then that's why, you know, the tax laws are why it changes every year, why it's different, because it's adjusting to the economy the way it is, you know, because it's always different every year. Your life changes every year. There's always something different that's happening. So
Yeah,
it's kind of the concept.
I mean, we get it, but we don't want to get it.
I got it.
So I was like, we get it, because now the tax bracket for many, I know there's some, I won't say loopholes, but there's some ways that people like, oh, I'm gonna give to this company and give to that, but we'll get to all of that later. But what I want to get us into right now, because people actually were waiting for the show so that they can get information to know, like, I need to know if you guys are going to tell us something that that can help me when I'm preparing my taxes. So the first thing,
don't do them yourself, please. Stop.
Don't do them yourself. Let me tell y'all something. I used to do them myself until I had to amend. This was before that's how I got to Toya.
Yeah. What you did?
Yes. Yes. I had TurboTax. Then we had to go to H&R Block to get, and I ain't knocking you, H&R Block, but we had to go there to get it amended. And I'm telling y'all, it was just so much. It was so much going on. And I was like, no, I don't know how I found Toya, but it was the Lord our God, because I found her and she's been doing them since that was 2000. I think it was 2013 or 12.
You mind how much I gave you back the first year?
How much you get? I'm gonna tell y'all how much. You want to listen? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. The first year, and it was legit, baby. It was all. I didn't even have a business then. We didn't have our business deduction, but she did give us back a nice change of something about 9,000.
Well,
I'm never filing before April.
And everything. Give them. Well, come on, Toya. After we get over this, we'll call you, okay?
If y'all see me doing something on my computer, that's me downloading my W-2s.
And it was legit, and I'm not lying, because that was straight legit. And we only had my three children, and we filed jointly. So
y'all, she got back 16,000.
We did
that first year.
Oh,
we did.
She lying to y'all.
When the Lord blesses us, we pay our tithes, right? Yes,
yeah. And we did. We did. We got 16,000 back. But we got that in a check form, and we were shocked. And the IRS, they looked at everything and they said yes. And y'all know, because Toya went back in and she saw all the stuff that we didn't get done from when I did it and from the previous person. So we did get a check back for $16,000 something. Yeah. And we didn't file that year. We did not file. I didn't have my business, and Mr. Thigpen did not have his either. So I'm just telling y'all she's straight. We had three children. It was straight legit. Ain't never, ever. I will say this when we asking Toya the questions. I had some people that I know that they went other places. They had Toya doing the tax. They went other places. Every time they go somewhere else, they end up getting messed up. Because y'all know how the people like, I can get you back 50,000 and you're gonna have to file your
50,000. If they get back 50,000, they need to just go down to Cook County and stand right there to save you an Uber ride, because it's coming.
Hey, Mama Cynthia. That's Kim Mama. That's Kim. So yeah, she is right. It was $16,000. And then it was, and then 9,000 was that, and then we got back from the other year, so that it equals 16,000. And I'm telling y'all, we called the IRS. They sat on the phone with us, and they was like, "Yep, you were due this." So don't sit there and think that you can't file your taxes. So Toya, tell us, what are some tax laws that changed this year that you're doing now that people don't know about?
Well, I mean, like I said, there's lots of tax laws changes. Obviously, the standard deduction has went up.
I know that.
Every year the standard deduction goes up. So like the single filers are now have a tax deduction of 16,000. I think it's 16,200. And then head of household is like 24,000. So it goes up every year. Just like I said, to adjust with the cost of living. Also to the beautiful one big beautiful bill also have introduced some tax laws changes. I'm leaving my opinions to myself, but anyway, we have the senior deduction, which is $6,000 credit to seniors.
Oh,
This year.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's the age?
I was just about to say, what is considered a senior?
65 and older is the age.
Ma, are you listening?
Yes. So they're going to be 65. If they were, if they are 65 years old or older in that tax year, then even if they're not 65 yet, but they're going to be.
Wow.
This year?
Yeah.
Like this year, if you're 65.
Oh, that's good to know.
That's good.
Yeah.
So it's an automatic $6,000 credit, tax credit.
It's a deduction, not a credit.
Deduction.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
And so that's on top of the standard deduction. Okay. So they get an additional 6,000. Also, another thing is no tax on tips and overtime. So that's one of the big ones that's out now. Everybody's asking, like, all my clients, I say, show me your last pay stub. Why I say this, because not all employers are putting that information on the W-2, okay? It could be just because it's news, they don't, some of them aren't aware where to put it. They just include it into the actual wages, which is, it's just included in your wages.
That's not fair.
They don't
tax my overtime and you put it in my regular wages.
Yeah, they put it in your regular wages. A lot of them are. So that's what I've been noticing as I've been doing the taxes. That some employers are not separating it on the actual W-2. And I had one client said, I did 48 hours of overtime. He's like, why they didn't put it on here? I said, you need to talk to your HR or your payroll, whoever does your payroll, and and they said, well, you're not eligible because if they gave him some lame excuse, but it was included, it was already in his wages, but he did have it in his. I said, let me see your last pay stub. Let me see what's on your last pay stub, because your last pay stub shows your year to date on your wages, your overtime, your sick leave or sick pay, holiday pay, every category that is, it's on there in your year to date on your actual last pay stub. So I always ask my clients to let me see your last pay stub so you can make sure that we're counting your overtime that you make.
So you're saying that. Go ahead, Kim. I'm sorry.
So why would they do that? Do they get some type of benefit for not reporting the overtime or something?
Well, anytime the tax law changes, it takes some companies a little slow, unfortunately. Gotcha. So you just have to have it prepared, that's educated and knows what they're doing. They can tell you, hey, listen, even though it's showing in your wages, it will detail it out in your last pay stub. So just hand me your last pay stub so I can see exactly how much overtime that you did the whole year, right?
Okay.
And so, and then I take a look at that information, and I enter it into the system. Now, if you also no tax on tips too, um, and I also forgot to tell you, the for the no tax on overtime, it is capped, so you can't
Oh.
100,000.
Like, I'm
I'm
gonna do
exaggerating that someone would do 100,000, but I'm just saying you can't do 20,000 in overtime. And no, let me say this: you can't do 40,000 in overtime and get that as a deduction.
That's a
So
deduction.
yeah,
Good to know.
it is good to know. What about the new car? Like if I bought a car last year, I didn't, but if some people bought a car, is it a new one for the car?
yes, there is a deduction for 2024 and 25.
Okay, I was about to say what year, because we may think of 2020 is new, and somebody like we got to look at that.
24, 25.
You right,
That 50
Melissa.
years. I'm serious.
And it has to be
Somebody.
That's true.
in the United States.
Oh, so it has to be
Okay.
made in the United Kingdom. But they're
Yes.
trying to so they're basically what they're doing is having us buy within the United States, and so we'll get that. That's a deduction, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
It's a deduction. So
So
as long as it's manufactured in the United States, and you'll know the tax software already knows from the VIN number. So all we need is your VIN number, and we can check and see if that car qualifies.
That's
So
nice.
somebody, if those that are watching, Yvonne, if y'all hear these scenes, can you put them in the chat just so when people go back, they can just make sure that they're hearing and understanding what Toya is providing to us, because these are definitely essentials that we need to know.
Yes, this things that we do need to know. So I'm gonna try to type and listen and do everything, but okay. So my mom has a question. That's my mama. She just came up in here. Toya do their taxes. She does their taxes as well, but she has a question about what about the high interest on the credit cards? Is that something that?
Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry. That's a good one though.
It is. It
It's a
is.
good one, but no, that's not. There's no deduction for that, unfortunately.
I want you to make one for my mama. So you call me.
Yvonne, I was just about to say we about to speak that into existence.
Come on, man, Melissa.
We can write to my house and say, "How about credit cards deduction?"
Okay.
There's a lot of things out there for sure.
It'll be best like if you were to like somebody is all the stuff that you're saying, all the things that you're saying, tax preparers, real ones should know this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they should be able to offer and educate everyone, their clients, about this. Is this like the tax, like TurboTax, free tax thing? Because everybody trying to save some money on some end. So they're like, that's why we was doing our own taxes. I'm gonna just say the truth. That's why we were doing it. So is that already plugged into like a TurboTax or a free tax act or a tax act, whatever, like those?
Some in some areas, yes, and like free tax or what's TurboTax, they're not going to tell you to look at your last pay stub and enter in. You know what I'm saying? They're going to tell you, don't forget your overtime, to put that in, but they're not going to give you, things like that. They're not going to advocate for you like you're, a good preparer would.
What about the deductions, Toya, like that you were just mentioning? Will they advise or share that information, or do you have to go in there knowing some of this? Because
great example. Yeah, they're not going to tell you like, hey, put this as as a deduction. This is one of the new deductions. Put this in so you can get more money. Whereas a good preparer will make sure that you're maximizing every deduction that you qualify for. And that's exactly what I do. I make sure that based upon, because everybody's tax situation is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, based upon your tax situation, I'm going to see what laws are in effect and how you can capitalize and benefit off of those laws that that are currently active, and how you can maximize your refund and reduce your tax liability. I try to get it to zero.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you do. Let me tell y'all, when working with Toya, it's not going to be no 25-minute situation. Okay, because she's going to, especially if she just started knowing you, and this she been doing our taxes for forever, and she still, when I had to go to her, and she was like, "Where's this at? Where's this at? Where's this at?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know." Like, she was asking me all the questions, and I had to actually do the work to get it together. And she'll say, "What was you doing this? Why did you put this on here?" I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And so she educated every single year. She's educated me, like, "Yvonne, why you got this 0 allowances? Why you put 5, 8 allowances?" So she's educating you, so she can also, what she does every year is prepare you for the next year. So you're not sitting here looking crazy because you need receipts, especially my business owners. Like, if you all know that you got receipts and you did something, keep your stuff, because some people don't even know. And Toya, I want you to talk about that, because some business owners, I don't care if you're a sole proprietor or you say, "I make no money." If you own a business, Toya, just tell them the benefits of owning a business.
Oh, so many. So, if you own a business, and it doesn't have to be like a lot of people think, oh, it has to be something that's registered with the IRS. It does help, but there's a lot of people who are sole proprietors, who just use their social security number and they make money and they do have a legitimate business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I tell people is, if you own a business, your things that you normally pay for become tax deductible. For instance, if you use your cell phone for your business, right? Now your cell phone is tax deductible. If you use your car for your business, guess what? The gas you're putting in that car and you're using it to go back and forth for your business, that is tax deductible, right? Uh, your anything, like, let's say you use your vehicle as one of your main things that you use as far as for transportation to get back and forth, maybe to a client's house, or you're delivering something like a courier or packages or whatever. That if that car has maintenance, you pay for car maintenance, you pay for tire rotations, you pay for anything. If that car breaks down, all of that, you can write it off. That's tax deductible, right?
You sound like any maintenance, right, Toya? Any work you had on your car, if that's what you use for your business.
Yes.
Okay.
If you use your car for business, if your car break down, guess what? You
can have to have a receipt, because some people come to my house.
We're not talking about the alley man account.
I can get a receipt.
Just keep it in your record.
Yep, keep it like, I paid this. I have a receipt. When I use the alley man, if I got a Zelda and I put on there what it is,
that's
it.
Right. And like I said, make sure.
Let me get Mama Cynthia. Are you on here? Come get your baby.
Look. This is a legitimate. Look at that.
Look at the Antoinette. See, because for us, let me tell y'all know me, Melissa, and Kim. We're traveling to speak all the time because we're speaking somewhere. They minister somewhere or hosting something or doing something at a conference or event. and we are always out doing something. And even when we're like, because Zoom, that's for my business, like StreamYard, Zoom, all of that, we're hosting something online. We're paying for email services because we got to email out our newsletter. We're paying for websites because we got to say, hey, go to our website. Those are things that Toya will use as in your business deduction. Those are entertainment fees. You're taking people out because you got to talk to them. So you going out.
I was just about to say, Yvonne, yes.
Yes.
Even how we're marketing, right? If you have a graphic designer that does your marketing and your flyers and whatever that is, you know, your scheduling apps, you know, whatever that is. So what Toya,
you have buying clothes for a photo shoot for your business?
You said what?
Clothes for a photo shoot.
Y'all laughing, but I'm serious.
No.
Yeah. If you're using it, if you're using it for marketing, absolutely, yes.
See?
To market
somebody else had that question, or you did it and didn't know that it was
right.
So that trip you took, if you talked about your business, guess what? You can write it off.
So, I always talk about my business. I know Kim and Melissa be on the planes more than me. I'm more local and driving. I like driving, but Melissa and Kim was out. Y'all was out last year. Y'all, they were gone. They was in the air. The plane tickets, right? No, can't they?
And oh God, it's so good.
Yes. Yes.
I hear you saying talk about your business everywhere you go.
Yes. Everywhere you go. Talk about your business. The dinner you paid $500 for, make sure you talk about your business because you can write that all off.
And you know what? I think, Yvonne, this may be on your list. I'm sorry, but when we are talking about business, I think another thing is to consider what you were saying, Yvonne, too, I think already was how we're preparing for that, right? Like you were saying, the receipts and everything else. You know, Toya, can you speak to that? Because people get stressed out when it's time and then they stuff everywhere they don't know. And then sometimes they miss a blessing or opportunity because they wasn't preparing throughout the year. So some deductions, you know, it's like, okay, I don't miss that opportunity because I waited the week before I was going to see my tax preparer to start, you know, handling all of these things.
Yes, I stress to you guys, if you do have a business or a side hustle, what have you, there are a few things that I'm going to get you together. The few things you want to write this down that you need to have in your arsenal so you can make sure you are keeping track of your expenses, because this is very important. All right. So there are two apps that I do recommend. One of them is Expensify, and the other one is QuickBooks Online. Now, I'm going to tell you which one you should do, like what is good for what, okay? Not every person is going to be fit for QuickBooks Online, all right? So Expensify, if you are a gig worker, right? If you are, you know, have a very small business, you don't make, you know, you don't have a lot of moving parts in your business, right? Then I would suggest you do Expensify. Okay. This is where it's an app that you download to your phone and you can take pictures of your receipts and it, you know, stores them for you. And you can put it into it and puts it into a spreadsheet. All right. And you can hand it straight to your tax preparer.
Cool. That's nice.
Okay.
That's so good.
You are for QuickBooks Online. If you're more of a sophisticated, savvy business owner, you have a lot of moving parts, you know, and you're making, you know, a lot of money. You know, I was gonna say a lot, but you're making enough to make a living from your business. Like if you weren't working, that's your main hustle, then QuickBooks Online is what you need. And that's the one that I recommend. Because with QuickBooks Online, you know, business owner, especially if that's their main thing that they do, they don't have time to be snapping every single receipt that comes through. So you can just use your credit card and it automatically records it. So you connect your bank account to QuickBooks, and QuickBooks auto categorizes those transactions. And
cool.
yeah, and But now some things don't get categorized right because that QuickBooks doesn't recognize what it is, and that's why if you start making a decent amount of money, it's best to hire a bookkeeper, and that bookkeeper will categorize those transactions for you and write up receipts for you too as well, so you can see how the health of your business, where the money is going, because sometimes we're with the day-to-day hustle and bustle of running a business. Things, we're wondering where our money is going and why maybe we didn't hit our goal for this year. Well, it's because, sir, here's the report. You spent too much, I don't know, going out to eat, whatever. You spent too much paying, employees who sit around that you don't need, So,
that's a good one. Yeah, that's true.
So QuickBooks will give you an insight. The bookkeeping will give you an insight on the health of your business and where you need to spend more money at and where you need to not spend money at. And that's why it's very important to have a bookkeeper and run reports. And you'll get reports like every month in regards to your business, and just keeps your books in order, and it just makes your tax preparer feel all warm inside.
Make it easier for you, huh?
Yeah.
All together, and just everything looks neat. And,
okay, so
see that.
Thank you for that, because I'm sitting here, my mind rotating now, because I know people with questions. So we're going to shift from those that own the business, and we're going to get to the ones who are working, because we had some questions on this. I was looking on a thing, and we have questions about, and we had this question, but we didn't get to it yet. Deductions, not deductions. What you call them things, y'all? Dependents.
No, start with a D. Got you.
Yes. Thank you, Melissa.
We got you.
I was like, this D's the dependent and deduction, all of these things. So people want to know, because how does claiming dependents affect their taxes, and what families know to benefit, how they should benefit from those, and does the dependent have to be a family member?
Well, yes and no to that answer. A dependent is usually a child. It can't be a parent. That parent, I know a lot of people want to claim their parents as dependents because they take care of them. But unfortunately, they are not considered under the IRS rules. They're not considered a dependent. Okay, a dependent is a child, usually a child that's under, we'll say 24 if they're in college. They're staying at home, or even if they're not staying at home, if they're even away at college, that's still considered, they're staying at home. Okay.
Right.
And it could be a child, it could be a stepchild, it could be a foster child, it could be a niece, a nephew, a brother, a sister, a stepbrother, a stepsister, a grandchild. So those would be considered dependent.
So anybody younger than you?
A what?
Somebody that's younger than you.
Yeah. No, if they're not related to you.
I mean, we got the family.
You're
not trying to play other people's kids. That's what she's trying to tell you.
Oh, no.
We want everybody to stay out of jail.
Gone are the days where you can claim other people's kids. It used to be, people used to run rapid with that back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you got 6 kids. Why don't you let me claim 3 of them kids?
Yep.
You claim a couple of them.
Yes.
You ain't getting ready for the 4th one anyway.
Yes.
The IRS.
And you know what, Toya, when you mentioned that too, I think if you can clarify for me, for any others as well, when we say that dependent, what does care or providing for them look like?
That's good.
To know you can claim them as dependent, because we're not talking about every time they need gas in the car. You you cash apping or selling, like what does dependent really look like? How much
they have lived with you for at least over 6 months. 6 months
Okay.
or they've lived and reside in your home. And that's why I always tell people to send me a copy of social security cards or medical cards or school records,
Okay.
in case the IRS wants to run the, they want to decide to run a relationship test or,
Oh, I didn't even know that was a
Wow.
thing. It's a thing.
do that.
So they do like ancestry.com.
All right, that's what it's
Like, what? That's funny.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
This just shifted.
please
I'm like, what?
So,
That's crazy. I'm just
Yeah.
tripping because you can use all of them as a dependent except your parents.
exactly.
And they're more likely to live with you than your brother who pop in every 21 days, but the parent is
Exactly.
actually who's more likely to stay with you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm like, they need to relook at that thing.
I think they're like, well, your parent claims you all those years, and
and they took
he gave them enough money. They you get money off them. Nope, that's
Why they got all these state
Mom.
services.
Yeah.
Like if you need help with your mom and daddy, go to your local services or state.
That is crazy to me. Okay. So we right here with the dependents because we got a couple of more questions. I know we getting close to our time, but talk about the allowances because we were talking about it, y'all, in our pre-show when we was getting ready. Because how many allowances should people file? Like if you want to pay the government throughout the year, what should you be filing? Or you want to get the least amount of money taken out your check, what should you file? What are the correct ways to do the allowances?
Well, one thing I always tell people, if the IRS is going to get their money, whether you want to get your money throughout the year, or you want to, I'm saying that wrong. I did say that wrong. So you could either get your money throughout the year, right? And don't pay any taxes, or you can let them take their money, get their money, and then get a refund. So it's up to you. So on the allowances on the W-4, when you're filing, when you know how you start a new job and they have you fill out the W-4 form, right? So a lot of people are like, what should I put? What should I put? Well, if you are single, you definitely should put in 0. No, because you don't have to take care of nobody but yourself, right? So and know your doctor.
I is one.
Yeah.
If you put 1, that's okay, but definitely I think 0, just because like you ain't gotta take care of nobody but you. So kill. But if you have dependents, if you have dependents, then I would say file 1. A lot of times right now, what I've been noticing on a lot of people's W-2s is they said that they filed 2, and when I look at their W-2, it looked like they went in zip.
What?
Yes. And they said, no, I put 2 on there. And I mean,
so do you assist with
the client
completing the W-4?
W-4 form, yeah.
Can you assist people with that as well? Because it changed, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it did change. It did change.
I used to be able to just click something and.
Yeah, now they give you options to talk about. I know I was just looking at that where you can put in like how much amount you're giving to these allowances and then what you're claiming. Yeah, it's like a whole step process. To Kim's point, you used to be able to just say boom and you're done.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do a class on that.
Please.
Yeah, that would be good.
A lot of people are really struggling with that. And I see that there's a need for it. So yeah, I'm going to put together a class for that.
So yeah, I also noticed. I'm sorry. They ask about extra withholding too. Like I remember when I was looking at a form, like if you want additional, it says something about additional. But I'm sure to those who are listening and watching, you might have seen that too, where it will ask you want them to withhold extra money.
Extra money, yes, yeah, and you
can.
But there are some, Kim, so we're just trying to educate everyone.
It is like, why would someone do that? Like, what is the benefit? I ain't saying I don't even know if I do or don't. I don't even remember. But why would someone do the extra withholding?
Just because they don't want to. For some people, it's like out of sight, out of mind. So if they don't get it in their hand, some people, like, for them, if they get it in their hand, they're not going to save it. They're going to spend it. So it's easier if it's taken out of the check, like they're not looking at it, it's taken. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing they can do about it. They can't snatch it back. They just got to wait till the end of the year to file it back.
But it'll also give you a larger refund too, right, Toya? Yes. Like, because that's more. Because it's like if they're taking more money, like we were talking about with the allowances, if you do 0, that gives you a larger return on the latter part. But I was just curious too, like the extra withholding, but it would give you more of a refund at the end of the year.
That's interesting. Okay, because I didn't even. Y'all, we still holding Kim up in prayer.
Right, this is actually a taxing and deliverance session. So, hey, if you get shifted, if you get delivered, this is why we here. We want everybody to live in freedom and have money.
We talking taxes and deliverance. That sounds like something we would do too, Toya. Oh, especially them two, right? Melissa and Kim. It is taxes and deliverance. We go.
Amen.
We so churchy. That's what somebody. You so churchified.
Gotta be aligned. Gotta be aligned. That was good. Thank you for dropping those nuggets, Toya.
Yes, because let's talk about those who want to file late because they just don't feel like they feel like they gonna owe something. I'm stepping on some toes, so they ain't gonna file. They're not gonna file on time. What, like, even if you still gonna have to owe, right, when they file. So because you was telling us about some things that if you have to pay, how they'll add like money, interest, and penalties. Like, what are some things they can help them?
Okay, so one thing a lot of people don't understand is everyone's like, oh, I gotta hurry up and get my taxes in by April 15th. That's that deadline is for people who normally owe at the end of the year, right? At the end of the tax season. So if you know you're gonna owe, you need to have your paperwork and everything and your taxes filed by April 15th. All right. If you are expecting a refund, they give you up to 3 years to file it to get your refund. Yeah.
3 years.
Okay, 3 years.
So yeah. So the deadline doesn't.
Are there any? I'm sorry, Toya. Are there any penalties?
So somebody that is getting a refund can file in July if they wanted to.
Yeah,
I mean, that's silly, but you can.
Yeah, you sure can.
You know,
but no penalties, right? So even if you wait 3 years,
no penalties.
Okay,
no penalties. Wow.
I never knew that. I thought it was a hard deadline for everyone.
It's only for people who owe. So if you did your taxes and you're like, damn, I'm owe. They want their money by the 15th.
Man, right? I should have known this when my baby was growing up. I would have waited till July so that I could have money for his school.
For the school, but is it the same turnaround though? If you do it in July, is it the same refund turnaround that they'll do?
So, if you file electronically, yes, it's 7 to 15 business days and up to 21 business days.
That is good. Somebody said they want theirs on the first day. What is the first day?
That's interesting. Y'all, I know we're getting ready to wrap up. We could probably got another 10, 15 minutes, but I want to let y'all know, if you're staying to the very end, Toya is going to gift those who stay to the end and that's been on here for the long all time we can see, and she's going to give you a gift worth $200. So we'll have to have y'all email her for it, so you can't get the email till you get to the end. So she is actually, it says a gift of saying thank you for being on the show, and it's a gift that's worth $200. So when we're wrapping up, we're going to give you we're going to give y'all the information. And we also want to let you all know that if you file with Toya this year, you take the time, you can I'm going to have her information here. If you file with Toya this year, you will be entered into a drawing for a complimentary trip to the Dominican Republic. All expenses paid except the taxes for the hotel. And what else?
It's an all-inclusive resort stay with all the food you can eat and all the drinks you can drink.
Yeah.
Puerto Playa, Dominican Republic. And the only thing you pay for is your taxes and resort fees, and that's it. So it's a fabulous trip. And actually, I'm choosing 5 lucky winners.
5 lucky winners if y'all filing. So you file, she puts it in, the IRS accepts the return, and then she enters you into the raffle. So it's 5 lucky winners. And so that's something that maybe instead of you taking, because we're going to hit this right quick, we got to hit it, y'all. We got to do this question. So when you get your refund check, you don't have to say, I'm finna fly myself out to Dubai. I'm finna spend my whole refund on a vacation, or I'm about to go get the red bottoms. Like, you can treat yourself to some things, but we got to start being responsible men and women of God that's of Black origin, because we just going to sit it out here. Because we have, and I don't, the other, everybody else, but we're talking right now in Black History Month, we have to understand you don't get that refund check so that you can just go out here. You can go shopping on Shein or Temu or wherever. You can do whatever I'm saying, portion of it, enjoy yourself. But some of it you got to save. You got to invest. You have to be able to take care of the generations that's after you, because a good man leaves a great wealth and a legacy for their children.
Yes. Can I make a point to that real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to mention this. This is very important. There are a lot of young men out here who are not filing taxes because they don't want to pay child support.
Oh, that's terrible.
Taxes. Get your paperwork handled correctly. Get your because guess what? That money, you're not winning. Okay, that money that you're holding back from your child, or you think you're doing something to the baby mama. Listen, the IRS is going to come after you. Child support enforcement, just get it done. Like, just get it out the way. Guess what?
Or pay it on time. The baby got to eat every day.
Huh? That money is reducing your debt every single day. What you want. Just don't think about it. Just do it. Take care of it. Otherwise, you're just digging yourself into a deeper hole.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And you make a great point, Toya, because if I know it's like, okay, you know what you're getting back, but you rather them just take that because you don't even have that.
Exactly.
Or they're going to come and garnish your wages. And let me say this too. I'm not talking about what I heard, but that too. But what I've heard people also give information about, what I know is that if you don't let them get it in that manner, they're going to come in whatever manner. I've heard men talking about going to the car dealership, trying to purchase vehicles.
Yeah.
And something came up and was like, you couldn't even get a new vehicle. You can't even leave the country. You can't. So my thing is to what Toya, you think it's hurting you in this way. You rather go ahead because if they have something, they can work with you. Versus if you keep avoiding and neglecting, to her point, it builds up and then you have interest, and now it's more of a higher debt than you really, really can. for it.
Exactly.
And speaking of that too, Toya, when you talk, when you said about child, I thought about what is that tax credit? The earned income? I may be jacking it up.
The earned income tax credit.
Yeah, because I feel like they've been changing it over the last few years or so. Where are we now?
Because
I know for 3 kids it's like over $8,000. That
I should have had more kids.
I didn't know it was over $8,000. Really? My kids grown.
Yes.
Over 8,000 that you can get back. Toya, is that what you're stating?
Just that's the credit, the earned credit. Income credit. Yeah, and it also depends on obviously your income. There's income rules in regards to how much you make. I mean, you can't make $100,000 and think you're going to get $8,000 in earned income credit because now your income exceeds the limit. So you want to make sure that that unless I'm not saying to write stuff off, but if you had a business and you write stuff off, that reduces your tax liability. And of course, then that makes you qualify, depending on how much you had to write off, would put you in that income, earned income credit limit.
Do you know what that limit is by any chance?
Yeah, what is the limit?
For the earned income, as far as your amount that you have to make?
Right, or that bracket, that you can receive.
Yeah, it's usually up to the standard deduction. So up to the standard deduction. So if the standard deduction, if you're at the current standard deduction right now is $24,000 for a head of household, and actually and then the married filing jointly is like $32,000. So if you're in that specific range, you can get the maximum earned income credit, and then it starts phasing out as the higher your income, goes.
Got it.
Until it.
So it's not the age, because my boy 18. That's my youngest. I was like, I don't even know if I did.
It is an age limit, right, Yvonne?
Isn't it? I stopped getting that when.
The kids, yes.
Okay.
So
I'm like, is it 18 and under or?
No, it's like 16.
16. Okay.
Wait a minute. Well, what you supposed to do the last 2 years that they with you?
That's why I asked him. I'm like, because things be changing.
Yeah, because things so Miss Antoinette here, she was fostering children, so she could claim them, but she's saying she didn't like the rule when they changed that because she had to foster children. So that's for foster children as well, right?
Yes.
See, that's why we get kids back. That's not right. They got to stop.
Yeah.
You know what? And speaking of kids, sorry, Yvonne, it's coming because this applies to me. For the children that are in college, I am aware of this, but can you inform us, Toya, of what that form is that our children should be receiving from their institution or university for us to
1098T.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. Yeah, you should have that. People should. You gotta wait. Like a lot of parents are fouling. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know I was getting this." Yeah, wait for that to get there.
Yeah, and if your 1098T is showing more in the scholarship section than it is in the box 1, with talking about how much you paid, the amount paid in tuition, then you're not going to get the credit.
Say that one more time, Toya.
Wow.
Now,
Yvonne, before I go there, I want to make sure I heard. But I'm not getting an understanding before I talk to my daddy upstairs.
If your scholarships, the amount, I think it's box 4 or 5, I can't remember, but if your scholarships are higher than what you see in box 1 for the tuition paid, then you're not going to receive the credit.
Got it.
Okay, because my boy,
full scholarship. Moms, don't even worry about it. Go ahead.
Because my boy on the
So
I didn't even know that because we didn't even get that because my boy his scholarship is a lot. So we ain't even pay. Thank you, Jesus. But
that's a good thought because if it's full, then of course it won't. But if you're getting partial or you're getting scholarships from different other organizations, to Toya's point, just got to make sure one doesn't exceed the other. So I was just curious about that. And I do have one more question. It's a bonus question, if I can get this in. Toya, because people always ask you when you go, like, do you own, do you rent? So if you own a home, how does that impact your tax? Like, how are you saving, or are you getting deductions, or like, what's the impact?
If you own a home, you can write off certain states, like Illinois. You can write off the real estate taxes. You can also write off your mortgage interest. That's a deduction that is used on your credit. Now, here's one thing you have to realize. The standard deduction increases, and the reason why they have the standard deduction in place is so you don't have to itemize. However, if your itemization is higher than your standard deduction, then you want to itemize if the amount of all, like let's say for instance, your mortgage interest, your real estate taxes, your tithing, your charitable gifts, there's even business expenses on there, hospital bills. If all of that is more than your standard deduction based upon your filing status, right? So let's say, for instance, head of household. Let's say head of household is about 24,000 in regards to the standard deduction. If the itemized deductions are 30,000, then obviously you want to itemize your taxes for taking the standard deduction, because it's going to increase your refund if you take the itemized deduction, because you had so much, that you paid for. That that itemization, you take the itemized deduction instead of the standard deduction.
Okay. I got now. You got me with the medical bills. Now I didn't know about medical. Now you said medical bills.
Yeah.
Is it a thin line there? Like,
yes, a thin line. It's only 7.5% over your AGI. So whatever your AGI is.
Adjusted gross
income. What is AGI, Toya?
Adjusted gross income. Right?
Okay.
So if you made $100,000, you'd have to make over $7,500 dollars. Your actual let me say that right. Your amounts that you pay in regards to your hospital bills and all of that, it has to be over 7.5% of your AGI.
Okay.
Right? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even tell you, because my son had surgery in April, and I didn't even give you that bill for us. I don't think Deontay, but okay, I'll talk about that later. But I didn't know that.
I'm giving you all of mine. Don't worry, Yvonne. Don't worry, Yvonne. I'm here for you. I'm gonna make up the difference. I'm coming through. And whatever I can't use for you, just say turn it over. Turn it over.
Thank you, Melissa, for taking care of me.
I got you really quickly. So Melissa brought up being a homeowner. So remember, you said if you just single, put 0. But what if you're single and a homeowner? Do you get one then? No.
I didn't say you couldn't file one. You can.
No, you didn't, but you advised us to do 0.
Yeah, I advise a 0. I mean, if you want a refund, but if you don't care about that,
okay,
you can just file one and kind of break even and not have to pay much.
Okay, what about repairs? I know we get ready to go get off of here, y'all. But what about, because people want to know, what about repairs on your house? You got to get the roof fixed, or you run a business in your house and then you had to get repaired. Like your business is straight in your house and you got to get repairs in your house. Is that something that they can use as a deduction, like businesses?
Yeah, there's home office deductions that you can write off in regards to your business. If you use your home for your business, depending on the space that you're using, like some people have a dedicated office, some people use their whole basement, just for a daycare center or something like that. Then you can write off the square footage of the area that you use for your business.
Yes. Why
Why
can't looking at her area?
Right. Let me get the measuring, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Okay.
Now, I did know that because Toya always reminds me of that. She's like, "How much square footage?" Then she started doing some calculations. Child, I don't know what she does, but I know what she does. I'm like, "Girl, that's math." So she just do it.
Yes, this is why you need somebody like Toya.
We need Toya. That's why we've been with Toya for all this time, because she's made sure. And I'm telling you, I have people that went out and they just say, "Oh, we're not gonna use Toya no more," and they done went to somebody else. And the next year they had to come back and have Toya figure out and fix what they had the other person mess up. And it's not just like Toya, the only person on the whole earth that can do, but Toya is a person that we're showing you and connecting you with. And she might know she got a team. She might know some other people that she can connect you all with, because I'm telling y'all, you got to get your money right. You got to make sure that we are, some people are allowing the money to run you. We should be telling our money where it's going. We're managing. You're going to my savings. You're going to pay the light bill. You're going to take me on vacation. I'm going to have this. We're sitting here playing while the people, let me go. I'm about to get into my, not preaching, but we're allowing the wicked. And it says the wealth of the wicked is being transferred over to the just. But guess what? Not if you don't know what to do with it. God is not going to put anything in your hands that you are not able to hold on, keep, and be a good steward of. So you're praying the scripture and you saying, "God, I'm on the wealth of the wicked coming to me." And God said, "Yes, but I need you to start praying. Let my mind be like yours in regards to my money." We're going to say this, I'm going to sound like Valley Kingdom Ministries International. We're going to dominate our money as well.
Yes.
We're talking about dominating. We need to dominate in that area, y'all. This is something that we really, in the Black community, we need help with. And that's why we're bringing Toya to you all. That's why Toya's educating. Y'all think Toya just sitting here like, "Hey, y'all, I'm telling you, I was on the phone with Toya for 2 hours doing my tax." That's not all coming. Y'all be like, 2 hours. That's because she loves what she does. And she knew I was missing some things after all these years. And she was like, "Why you didn't put this?" Like, "Oh, my bad. I was sick." Because I was sick doing everything. And I just wanted to hurry up. She was like, "Absolutely not. We ain't going to rush nothing. You're going to get what you work for."
Yeah.
What she worked for.
Yeah. I think to what you're saying, Yvonne, this is critical too, because I speak from experience. When we were coming up, or becoming adults and understanding tax season, we felt like it was our lottery season. Like everything I couldn't do the year before, I'm about to turn. And so then for a moment, it was really like self-deception, because we make ourselves feel like we have this life that we really don't. We don't. I'm sorry. So the important thing is making sure we understand, to your point, Yvonne, as we've been talking about at Valley, is dominating a new assignment. You've always had taxes. You've always had money. You've always had to file. But now it's the same thing that you're doing, but with a new mindset. And I would just challenge all of us. We're not meant to just sit here and survive. Amen. Right? Our life should not be about surviving. Like, we shouldn't wait for taxes to feel like we're surviving. Your taxes should be like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, that. Let me throw that over there," to what Yvonne said. "Let me put that over there." It shouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm about to lose this if I don't file my taxes." That's not the life that we want. Taxes should, and I get it. Sometimes those things can happen, right? We're not talking about moments where it could happen, but we're also not trying to live in moments where it's consistently happening.
Exactly.
Now we're misaligned, right? Now we're misaligned. So we just want to help us all because we've all been there. So this is not a point of us saying we never had to have those thoughts or know people who've had to survive sometime in those moments, but that survival mode should not be our lifestyle.
We should be thriving. Like you said, we should be thriving, y'all. We should, yes, dominate our money because I'm tired of us. And I'm here. I'm saying this, and we're all saying this. Toya's here, and she's literally saying, "What are you doing?" And we might have to bring Toya back because she has some friends that they're telling us. We got some sisters, y'all. They're saying invest in this Bitcoin, and we got the baby boomers out there like, "What in the world is Bitcoin?" And then Toya has programs to help businesses get funding. She connects you with that, and I know we don't have time, so we might have to do a part 2, Toya, and have your people come on because they're helping you get funding. She knows people will help you with your credit, so that she knows people that can help you set up Bitcoin. So when you get your refund, before you say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna spend it already," she'll tell you, "Oh, put it into this investment, put it into this, put it into this." Because what we want to do, we want to build a legacy, y'all. It's from generation to generation. God is all about generations. That's what he's about. So that's why I'm so grateful that Toya, she understands. Even when I'm on the phone with her, she know I start preaching sometimes, and so she got to deal with my preaching. So well, she's like,
it's a part of the process.
Yeah.
Yvonne, but you know what? Before we leave, I know this is a big thing, and I would say it continues to be a big thing because kids leaving college. You've been in college, you've gotten degrees. Toya, student loan payments, are those tax deductible?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you could. There is a section on when you filing your taxes, you can write off your student loan.
Okay, that's good.
Your student loan interest payments.
Interest payments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interest. That's not because they do send a
that
form.
was my question, Yvonne. I'm done. I just know student loans is always that's always a problem when it comes to that. And it's like if you're paying them, let it benefit you in more ways than one.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, my mom has a question because she had knee surgery and they had to build a deck on the back of the house because there was a step down. So can they file that?
No, the only thing that you can file is things that are home improvements that are going to be energy efficient for the house, such as solar panels, insulation, new windows like energy efficient windows, light bulbs, stuff like that. That's going to reduce the amount of energy that you're consuming. That can be written off, and that's a big tax reduction actually.
So okay, so like roof repairs too, is that considered?
Is that considered?
If it's energy efficient, if you are roofing, so
not the hurricane came.
If you're
right, you know the same. You know the people asking like, Toya, I'm gonna make this plain, Toya.
Yeah,
energy efficient. My money is efficient. We don't have a roof. How are we gonna make it? How are we gonna stay warm?
Find you a solar panel company. They'll repair your roof and put the solar panels on top of it.
Okay, can I buy solar powered paint and paint my mom and them dead?
What kind of? What is solar powered?
I don't know about that.
We gotta find a way to make it work.
Wait a minute, you said solar. Say that again. Solar
powered paint. I bet you I'm gonna find it on TikTok.
I'm trying to say this is a revelation you get right now. This is a revelation because I've never heard of that. But go forth. Go forth.
By the end of this year, I'm gonna find it.
Listen, TikTok has everything.
TikTok got everything. See, Kim, no, baby,
yeah, for sure it does.
Let's answer Antoinette's question. What about alarm systems if she has a business in her house?
If it's for your business, yes, you can write that out.
Okay, because we got product. Oh, something I wanted to tell y'all too. I had to have a storage unit. We had a storage unit. I was able to actually use that as a, because I would have my business stuff in that storage unit. And I was like, what? And it's on the Toya gives you a form where you can write everything down so you can see it. And it was like, anything, did you rent anything? Yes, I rented a storage unit. And I didn't even know. And I told her, I was like, I rented a storage unit, but I didn't put that on there. And it was like $300-400 a month. And I had did that for a year and a half. And she was like, why didn't you put that on there before? Because I didn't know. And I was able to file it that year because I never filed it. That was almost over what, $3,000-4,000. And I was like, whoa. So I'm telling y'all, you may not understand it. You may not understand, but Toya is here to help you. I know what I'm good at. I know my lane. And Toya know what she do. I know I respect everybody's lane. So that's what I'm trying to tell you all. And yes, I am inventing solar power paint. Okay,
well, Tyrell say she already heard of it. So.
See, Darrell, that's why I'm see.
So all you need is one.
I can claim storage units from last year when I was paying that.
You was paying that storage unit, Kim, with your business. See, I told you. Like, do you see this? Yeah, you had the storage unit too for your things. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't know. And so that's the stuff that we want to tell y'all. We perish because our lack of knowledge, not because our lack of food, not because our lack of vacation, not because of our lack of, we ain't got our red bottles or we don't have our wigs from Love Me. And we're perishing because of our lack of knowledge and what to do with your refund. And like Melissa said, she said, what? We're so trained to say, oh, when we get our refund, we're going to wait for this. No, you can treat yourself to some. We're not saying that, but be very responsible. Hold yourself accountable for this. How about you challenge yourself? Challenge yourself, get your refund, and see how much of that refund you have at the end of the year. See how much. That's a challenge. Somebody, no, everybody quiet while we pause. No Toya camera.
Kim wiping her eyes. Kim, you okay?
I know we gotta get off of here, but
Kim was like, next subject.
It can.
Yeah, my sister that it can be done.
She challenged me last year, and I was like, "Well, 2024." I'm telling you, I was like, "Oh man, I don't know." And that was my mind was still, God was still transforming my mind with knowledge and more stuff. And y'all, I did the refund check. It was October when I used the last of it. October. Wow. And I was proud of myself. And so this year I'm like, I'm gonna
that last year, so I put that to use.
Yeah, see, you y'all, we'll have a part 2 so y'all can see what did Kim actually do. Did Toya help Kim? Did the deliverance session help?
Yep. That'll be good. That'll be good.
Okay,
this is good. Yes. I think it's challenging us all, though. It is.
I know that's right.
That's right, because Darrell, baby,
we'll post a flyer too, right?
Yvonne, I'm about to do that now. I know Toya can help. So let me get into it. And everybody, right quick before you log off, I want everybody to if you have been on here and you're still on here, I need for you to email Toya and say, I was on the show. I need your help, Toya. We want you to say, I need your help, Toya. But say you was on the show and her information is scrolling across. You can give your email and everything, Toya. And she is going to send you a gift worth $200 if you email her. So, Toya, you can tell them your contact information.
Hold on, I'm emailing. Let me pull up my email. I was watching the whole time.
So I think Toya mic is muted. So it is Refund Max Tax is the name of her company. She has a brick and mortar. If you are in Illinois, she is located in Oak Forest, Illinois on
159th Street.
What is it again?
6060 159th Street
in Oak Forest. So you
can get an appointment to come see me. You can do that on startmytaxes.net. If you click on the Calendly and you want to book an appointment inside the office, you can, or you can call the That number that you see scrolling below, 708-426-1040.
Yep, that is it. You can do that. And you can tell Toya that I heard you on the show with the ladies. And guys, I'm gonna send a link. I'm trying to get my referral link because I'll tell y'all know I tell y'all we got referral links. So me, Melissa, and Kim. So if y'all like, hey Kim, send me the information. Hey Melissa, send me your information. Yvonne, send me, and I'll send you the link. You just click that link and it'll take you right to Toya. You can set up your account. She does it over Zoom as well. She'll do a Zoom with you. So if you can't get to the office, she can do it all over the country. So you can't say she just yeah, you can't. You in Florida.
Right.
Well, Kim, if you fly here, it's a business expense. So you can it's a business expense.
Kim was like, no, I'm gonna use my Zoom expense.
She said they have 40-degree weather, and that was a heat wave. And you think
it was a heat wave today? It was nice outside.
It felt so good in the 40s.
Yes.
Only child about to come up there in that type of weather.
Yes, it was nice today. I had on my light jacket.
Yes, it was really nice.
It was very nice. But we want to talk to let you all know before you get off here too. Like, I want to give y'all information about Melissa. She's a life coach, and Kim is a coach as well, and mentors as well. So we're not just like sitting here and just talking to y'all. This is what we do, y'all. This is how we do it. So Melissa, can you tell them more about to keep the vow?
Yes, real quick. Thank you guys for staying with us. So Keep the Vow is my I'm a certified life coach. Is my life coaching business. So Keep the Vow is just to help individuals live again after brokenness. Brokenness can look like emotional, spirit, anything, right? Financially broken, loss of something, but we want you to be able to live again. Brokenness is not a permanent state, but it's a doorway for healing and restoration. So after you get this money, you need to know how to align yourself properly.
That's true.
Love you.
Oh, wow. And y'all can book Melissa. Her numbers is 708-627-0009. Or go to her website. Right there. It's right there.
Facebook or Instagram.
Yes, go there. Because y'all, she's right. If you broken and your soul has an issue, and then you're trying to get money, you're going to go out there and try to spend that money to heal your soul. My Bible says that I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So God was saying once your soul prospers, then the other parts, the good wealth and the health comes along with that. But we'll teach that later. But I had to let y'all know that's what she was talking about. Kim, you are up next so we can get the people. You got to go to bed on the East Coast. Kim, tell me about the podcast.
It's 10 o'clock.
Hey, church girls.
Yes.
So, Matt and I have a podcast. We are two hilarious church girls. We were born and raised in the church, and we have some things to talk about. And this is where faith meets funny. Tune in all streaming platforms. Listen to the podcast. Submit your question to Ask a Church Girl, and if you need us to host anything, we'll do that too.
Oh, wow.
And you can get at me at justkimstringer.com.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will do that as well. And I'm telling y'all today, y'all with some hitters now. That's what I call them, some hitters. And of course, everybody, I'll be like, y'all done heard me enough. But I am Yvonne Thigpen. People say Yvonne. My name is Yvonne. My name is Yvonne Thigpen, okay? But y'all take Yvonne, that's good. But this is my podcast, and y'all know I come on here on the live on Facebook or wherever, and I'm doing some shows. But my podcast, you can find it on Apple, Spotify, wherever podcast. It's In the Bliss Podcast, and I'm on there talking about passion, progress, and purpose, because that's what God called me to do, and that's what God created me to speak life, and that's what I was called to do. And so I love and enjoy doing these. I wanted to right quickly, I want to let everybody know, if you want to If you want to connect with Toya, please put in the comments, and she'll be going through the comment section, and I'll be reaching out to her. I'll be looking in the comment section as well. But everything that you learned today, don't just go off of your own understanding. Like, don't lean to your own understanding of what your girl told you in the back alley tax preparer, and you know she ain't licensed or nothing. Don't be going off of what somebody told you at the shop when you was getting your quick weave. Don't be out here just doing that. Go and get knowledge, because knowledge is power. And you don't even know, this time next year, you may be in a place where you like, okay, I saved up all my taxes, and now look, it doubled and it went into a whole triple to multiply, because my God is a God of multiplication, y'all.
Amen.
Yes. Yes. And so I'm so excited about tonight. Thank you, Toya, so very much. I just love this talk. I think we are going to try to do, I know I'm going to try to do a second part to this, because I want Toya to tell you guys about the funding that can help you get, because she was telling me, like, really quick, Toya, something very quickly, let them know, because I got to come back on because our time is short. Very
Yes. So I have a program that's gives funding for people, whether you have bad credit or good credit. Good credit, the minimum score is 680. You do not have to show income. That's the best part about it with that. So if you have at least a 680 credit score and you want to start a business, come holler at me. I can get you startup funding for your business. Okay. If you credit not so good, then you want to make sure that if your credit's not so good, that you have what? Income. So you will have to show income if your credit ain't great. So is it that you have good credit and you don't have to show income, or you have bad credit and you have to show income? So I have those two programs available for you. So if you need assistance in business funding and starting a project, definitely if you don't have good credit, partner up with somebody. We also do have a credit program where we can get you up to par where you need to be, so you can qualify.
That's good.
So that's why we're gonna need a second show. It might be a little earlier in the day. It might got 7 to 6:30. But y'all, I'm telling you, we're not just telling you stuff. We're telling you we have areas where you can pour your money into. And so my mom wanted your email again, but I'll send it to her. You pulled it up. Okay. I hope she has it. So I thank y'all so very much. There's so much coming. Y'all know that y'all seen us. Don't forget to watch the Faith the Girl podcast every fourth Friday at noon. With me and Melissa, the Faith the Girl podcast. Don't forget to watch that here on Facebook. And then we also, Kim, get y'all hook up to Hilarious Church Girl. Y'all, that's so funny.
Yes, that's funny.
To it. Yes, okay, they want a part 2, y'all. We're going to have to come together and see when our schedules, because we can bring all the money people on, because I'm really concerned about our baby boomers. They're getting older. They need to know about this crypto. They need to know about the stocks. They need to know about all of this, because paper money going away. Paper money going away. Yeah, no pennies at all. Right. And this one right here, Mama Connie here, child, y'all, she challenged me
Mama
with my
Connie.
I'm gonna tell y'all later how Mama Connie challenged me with my money. And
oh wow,
she be like, pow. She's like, get it together, woman of God. So I'll tell y'all that later. But on the next
part
show,
part two.
We're gonna do a part 2, and we're gonna bring in the women and the men, because we gotta talk about life insurance. We gotta talk about all that type of stuff. So y'all are here from us. I thank y'all so much. Kim gotta go to sleep. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So we thank you all so much. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Kim. Y'all can stay afterwards when we get rid of them. When we hang up from this, y'all stay in the green room right quickly. All right. I love y'all. Don't forget, email Toya so you can get your gift that's worth $200. Don't forget. Yes. And if you file with Toya, you enter into that sweepstakes for a complimentary trip to the DR. Puerto, child, I'll make up a name. Puerto what? What is it?
Puerto Plata. I'm sorry. I'm saying it wrong. Puerto Plata. Dominican Republic. All inclusive.
Yes. My tail be like, Puerto Rico. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.